This is being recorded, so everything you say will be held against you by Dogwater. Alright, so let's start it out. Ohio State. Anyone had any disagreements at all? A big blowout win of Michigan?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Ohio State won. Pretty easy. Okay, at 2. Now, we have division champions to talk about now. So, we have... obviously we have Memphis, right? 12-0. We also have... Then we have 3 one-loss teams. So we have, in the Big 12, we have Kansas State, who only lost to Baylor. You have the Pac-12, you have Washington, who we've been putting at 2, who lost in overtime to Boise. Or we have Notre Dame.
I think I like Washington here.
Yeah.
I do as well, I think.
Washington's still... Yeah. So, alright. Washington at 2. How you guys think about it? 3. Are you pushing Notre Dame up that high? Are we keeping Kansas State ahead of Memphis, or is Memphis good enough?
I think that this is where Memphis goes, but this also isn't my committee. So
You're filling in, so you're on the committee. I mean, we only have 3.
I wouldn't be opposed to putting Memphis here either, because I think 12-0 is, because Notre Dame's only thing above Memphis is the one game. Otherwise, they played a group of 5 schedule.
yeah,
So, and they lost the game too.
we had UAB here at 2 last year in the same spot, but
And they got... Well, so the thing about UAB, though, is they were blowing the doors off everyone. They didn't have an overtime win.
Mhm.
They didn't
yeah,
win
and I'm
by
just
7, by 10, by... So, okay. Before I say I commit to him at 3, I want to look at both of the other ones. So, Kansas State, 2 wins over top 20 teams, 9 and 8 win teams. Arkansas is playing in a CCG. Lost to Baylor. At Baylor. Okay. And then, who's the other one that we're considering? Notre Dame?
Yep.
Notre Dame. See, they proved to us that they can win the big game. They have 2 straight big wins. Yeah, they got blown out by Syracuse. Okay. I think we go Memphis here, Kansas State for right now.
I agree.
Okay. I don't know where Pinhead went, but so Memphis and then Kansas State at 4 still. Now, how high are we going to push Notre Dame? That's the question.
I'm thinking you. Let's see. Where did we have Clemson last?
We had them at 6. So, let's go take a look. Did they play this week?
Stanford was ranked up here. That's right.
Yes, Stanford is fallen. So, they blew the doors off Scar. Now, do you think Clemson is ahead of Notre Dame?
Let's see. Off the Georgia Tech. I'm thinking I still put Clemson above Notre Dame.
Okay. I think so too. I mean, better win definitely for Notre Dame, but it's like their only win. Tennessee and Stanford. Yeah, okay. So we'll go Clemson at 5. Notre Dame 6?
Yeah, I think so, because the only other team you could consider is, okay, maybe Georgia, but I don't. although Georgia did have a good win, but I don't think the SEC is good at all this year.
Right. Yeah. No,
So
I
I
don't
don't
either.
find 2 losses to be that impressive.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go through and just see who now is in this tier. So Clemson and NC State, we got to think about. And Miami beat NC State. So, or no, wait, who has the head-to-head? To NC State. So NC State above Miami. Big 12, I don't think we rank Baylor here. They just lost. Big 10, we got to start thinking about Maryland. We got to think about Stanford.
Yep.
And Georgia. Okay, so NC State, Miami, Maryland, Stanford, and Georgia. Now I want to look at Stanford's resume now that they lost again. So they lost to ASU and they lost to Notre Dame. It doesn't seem all that impressive now, does it? I mean, the win over Arizona is a huge one. But Oregon, Boise, Utah, like, ugh. Okay. I'm honestly...
And they didn't play any other... I think... I don't know. I think maybe look at going below Georgia with Stanford.
Yeah, well, I was super impressed with Georgia. 61 points on Georgia Tech in 3 quarters. And they basically took the 4th quarter off. So, I like Georgia over Stanford. Okay.
Yep.
Now...
So, what rank are we on? This is...
So, we're on 7 right now. So...
7? Yeah, so Georgia over Stanford, I think.
Yeah, so... But, do we put NC State over Georgia? So, they have 3 big wins here. Miami, Florida State. 1 okay loss. And then they just beat Syracuse. So you have to put NC State over Miami. Now, do we think we put NC State over Georgia?
Let's see. But I think we got to put... Did we already rank Clemson? Or were we thinking put them behind Georgia?
So Clemson's at 5. And then we did Notre Dame at 6.
Okay. So then I'm thinking... And here, and then Georgia after.
So NC State here, and then Georgia after, and then okay. So let's look at Maryland. They have a good win on Michigan. Close loss. This West Virginia loss is really bad. Okay, so we're gonna go NC State here. That's 7. And then Georgia at 8. I mean they're playing in the championship. I think you still go Miami.
Yeah, the only other...
Or I mean last time we put Maryland over Miami because of the FAU loss.
And how did they...
But I think having a division title is enough for Miami to jump Maryland.
Yeah, and Maryland's resume isn't so great that I feel bad about them moving down.
Right, exactly. Like
the best thing they have is a loss to Ohio State.
Yeah, win over Michigan, which doesn't seem all that great now because they just got blown out. Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so any 2 lost teams remaining besides Tulane that we need that we're forgetting?
South Florida, I believe.
South Florida. I don't think you rank them up around here. They're not in their championship
I don't either.
game. You got Miami, Ohio as well. I think that they're definitely going to move up mid 15 or so. Oh, we still got to do Stanford. Okay.
Yeah, I'd
So
say I'd put Stanford as the lowest Power 5 team.
wow, Stanford. So you think Stanford below Maryland? Let's see.
That one loss for, although Maryland does have a worse loss.
Okay, so I think we should put Stanford over Maryland but below Miami just because they have the better win. Arizona's better than Michigan, and then their worst loss is better
The
still.
losses aren't as bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Maryland at 11.
I'm good with that.
Okay. So Maryland at 11, Stanford at 10. We have Kansas State already. Okay. So, all right. So now this is where it kind of gets crazy. I'm gonna go through and write down all the kind of next tier. So okay, the next tier is like a USF. I guess we ranked FAU last time, right? So they're kind of in this tier, but this is where like there's kind of like a big drop off of sorts. FAU or FSU I'm not gonna put in this tier yet. American, do you rank ODU?
I think
they only lost. Their 3 losses are really good losses. They don't have any ridiculous wins yet, though, so they're not in this discussion. But I think maybe 25.
Yeah, I think that I don't see any group of 5 3-loss teams that I think deserve to be in the discussion.
Gotcha. Okay. So USF.
Yet, anyway.
Okay, so Baylor's in this tier. I'm putting CU in here just because they're a 3-loss. Big Ten, Michigan's probably in this tier.
Yeah.
Probably want to rank Illinois because they are a division champ. Tulane, I think we rank them, but they're gonna drop a ways.
Yeah.
MAC, Miami, Ohio, you gotta rank. Just how high? I don't think we rank Mountain West. I mean, Fresno State's not even in their conference championship. I think we still got to rank ASU, even though they lost. I think Arizona and Cal are in this tier. Arizona, Cal. Alright. And SEC. Anyone else in the SEC? Oklahoma, maybe like at 25, but probably not. Sunbelt, I already got these 3. I don't have Troy right now. We didn't rank them last time. I don't know if that gets them in 3 losses. Okay, so here, what I'm thinking, I'm looking at these teams, right? For me, I think the best teams remaining is Baylor, who just lost a tough one to Oklahoma State, and Arizona, because they just got a big win. And I think Arizona actually has a really good resume. And if there's chaos, I think they could sneak a way into the playoff. So they have the big win at Cal, so they have to be over Cal. And then lost to USF, who's a good team.
We might have to put them below South Florida if we think that they're similar, though.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I really have against them. I think is that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, their losses are all the teams that are ahead of them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so let's take a look. Cal, they lost to Arizona, obviously. Lost to Washington and Iowa. Iowa's not that great of a win or a loss, but then they stomped Boise. So they have to go below Arizona, head to head. It's very similar. Okay, and then look at that. I don't think these teams are here. Okay. So, and then let's take a look at Michigan. They are in this tier. They did just lose to the best team in the country. So, lost to Maryland, lost to Illinois. They can't beat a team that's actually good. That's the problem. So, I'd actually have them losing or below all of these other teams. Because their best win is...
I think we might actually need to consider putting... I think we might even need to consider putting Illinois ahead of them. Because of the loss.
That's potentially true. I mean, honestly, let's take a look. So, let's look at the MAC here. Now, we're at 12. Like, we're running out of options here. Miami, Ohio, they have the tough loss against Toledo, but they have the chance to right that loss, and then the loss to North Texas. But they did beat Syracuse. What do you do? What do we do?
So I'm thinking we either go South Florida. The options I'm thinking are South Florida, Baylor, and Arizona, I think.
See, the problem with South Florida is like, yeah, I want to rank them up here, but they aren't even playing in your conference championship, and with the group of 5,
Yeah, that's true.
that's a fat L. I want to go Baylor, and then I think Baylor at 12. I think that's like the only reasonable team to put up here.
Yeah, I'm completely good with that because there's only like 2 teams that I think even deserve it to be discussed right now, and Baylor is one of them.
And Colorado lost to ISU, lost to Kansas State, and lost to Arkansas. So I feel like you have to put Arkansas above them. Arkansas is probably the best four-loss team too, but you don't rank them up here. So, okay, so Baylor at 12. I know there's head-to-head, but I think Arizona at 13 and USF at 14 makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I'd be good with that because neither of them are in their championship game. I'm looking. I don't think I see any other team.
No, so
I don't think
like,
you put Tulane up here. I don't think.
Yeah, Tulane's dropping. I don't think you put FAU up here because they are 3-loss in the end. Alright, so hold on. Before we submit USF, who's better, USF or Miami, Ohio? Let's take a look. I think probably USF because they have the win over Arizona. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, so Arizona and the overtime loss, 2 ranked losses. Yeah, so USF, okay. And then I think now this is where I think you go Cal, then Michigan, or okay. I think that Arkansas should probably go over Michigan. Arkansas is a good team. Yes, they have 4 losses. They are in a conference championship, though. They lost to ISU, who's a good team. Beat CU. Lost to K-State. Lost to South Carolina when they were in the top 25, but beat Auburn. So, you want to go Cal, Arkansas, Michigan?
Let's check out Illinois as well, because I might be thinking of putting Illinois above Michigan as well.
Alright, so Illinois, tough loss to Louisiana, which isn't that bad anymore. Bama's looking rough. They did beat Michigan head-to-head. They beat Iowa. This Purdue loss is really bad.
Those are some tough losses.
Yeah, I don't think we can rank. I think we have to rank Illinois, but I don't think we can rank them over Michigan. Because at least like Michigan doesn't have any of the big wins, but they don't have those excruciating losses. Like they're losing to the good teams.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think Illinois is up here.
Yeah, no, I think Cal at 15.
Yeah.
Okay, California. So Cal, and then do we go Michigan or Arizona? Or sorry, Arkansas. 6-6 loss. That's the worst loss. They did lose to them, and another like.
I think
it's tough.
Losses aren't as bad as Arkansas.
Okay, so Michigan here. Okay. Alright, so Michigan is 16. So let me just do a quick scroll just to make sure. So only 3-loss team remaining is Colorado. Probably going to get labeled as the worst one. So, okay, I think FSU.
We still have Tulane and
Yes.
Miami, Ohio, I think.
Okay, so then Miami, Ohio definitely is 17. I think then.
Yeah.
Okay. Miami, Ohio. Alright. Just make sure we're not missing anybody. We already have Michigan ranked. So Pac-12, Arizona, these guys are ranked, so we still need to rank Arizona State. Okay, so I kind of think I want to make sure all of the 10 teams in conference championships are ranked, even if that means Oklahoma at 25. I just think like winning a division is a tough thing to do in a Power 5, regardless of who you are.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not like they're gonna jump up and get a championship after getting to the playoffs or anything.
Exactly. Okay, so I think so. I'm just gonna pencil in Oklahoma 7-5 at 25. I don't think they deserve higher. I don't think they deserve lower. Okay, so we're at 18 here. You got Florida State's an option. Colorado's an option. We put Colorado over FSU last week. I think you got to stick with that. I think 18. I think you might want to consider ODU. Not here. I think Arkansas at 18 probably is the best move there.
I agree. I think that I have them above Tulane for sure.
Okay, so I mean, why don't we just go? And I think Arizona State is above Illinois when we're talking about these 4-loss division champs, because we have 3 of them. I think Arkansas is probably the best one, then Arizona State, and then Illinois.
Okay.
So do we have? Where do we have Arizona State last week? I don't want to move them up in a loss.
I think you had us at like 18.
You're at 18.
Let me look.
And you would go to 19. I mean, I think that's kind of fair. Yeah, you were at 18. I think that's fair. Okay, so I'm thinking 18 is Arkansas, 19 is Arizona State, and 20 is Illinois. You don't have to say anything about Arizona State, but are you good with the division champs rolling out here?
The only other thing I might say is I think we should consider Tulane around here, because I think the Conference USA, even though Tulane lost, I think that they've been considerably better than the SEC this year in terms of just their games. And I think Tulane should be around here as like a semi-Power 5 division champ.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's put Arkansas at 18, Tulane 19, and then Arizona State, Illinois. Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, it was overtime, too, and Louisiana took Memphis to the wire as well, so it's not like they'll be dropping 6 spots. Alright, so 20 would be Arizona State, and they got Illinois. Alright, so we have 3 spots remaining. I think 2
Any other division winners? Maybe Old Dominion?
Okay, so let's take a look here. So, we have Miami and Clemson ranked for division winners. American, I think the only rankable one would be ODU. We have both these. We still need to rank Colorado. Big Ten, we have Maryland ranked. We have Michigan ranked.
Do we have and we have Illinois.
Yeah, we have Illinois ranked. We have Tulane ranked. We have Memphis ranked. I don't think you rank a 3-loss G5 unless they're a division
I don't
winner
think
at
so.
this point. Miami we ranked. Toledo 7-5, no chance. New Mexico, while good, not worth a ranking. Neither is UNLV. We ranked California. Oregon for sure, no way. They lost to Oregon State.
Yeah.
We ranked these 3. And then Georgia, maybe Auburn gets consideration.
Maybe. They had that win over Bama.
Yeah. And then Florida Atlantic, we probably want to put. Okay, so I think there's 3 teams I think that deserve rankings: FSU, Florida Atlantic, and Colorado. We ranked them last week. Do we want to just? We have 3 spots here. Do we want to just do that? FAU first, Colorado.
The only other team I can think is Old Dominion, but I don't think they have a better resume than. Oh, that's tough though, because I think I might want to put them above Oklahoma though. So.
So Old Dominion lost to NC State, lost to ECU, lost to Washington. Their best win is Western Kentucky, Cincinnati, and MTSU. Okay. Now, just comparing the 3-loss teams we're looking at here. Florida Atlantic, they did beat Florida, which turned out not to be as good of a win as we thought. Bad loss to Tulsa.
Beat Miami.
Did beat Miami. That's a huge win. That's why we ranked them pretty much. Got destroyed by Troy. Also beat USF, who we have ranked pretty high. I think Florida Atlantic over ODU. Now, you were saying maybe ODU over Oklahoma. Beat Bama, lost to Kansas.
That loss to Kansas is really bad.
Yeah, I think we have to keep Oklahoma out. This is just gnarly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
Oklahoma.
I think honestly they might be one of the lowest division winners out of everyone. Not just Power 5.
Okay, so how do we want to do these final 4? So we have FSU, FAU, CU, and ODU. I think FAU first. That's what we did last week with these 3. And then I think you slide ODU in there ahead because of the conference or the division winner.
Yeah, I agree. I think that should kind of be like a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Because we want to hype up conference games.
Yeah, and then we keep CU above FSU probably. Unless, let me just check one thing. Did Florida State beat someone big this week? It was Florida. Colorado beat Utah, similar teams. So I think we keep it. Okay, so let me run through the rankings with you one more time. We got Ohio State, Washington, Memphis at 3, 4 is Kansas State, 5 is Clemson, 6 is Notre Dame, 7 is NC State, 8 is Georgia, 9 is Miami, 10 is Stanford, 11 is Maryland, 12 is Baylor, 13 is Arizona, 14 is USF, 15 is Cal, 16 Michigan, 17 Miami, Ohio, 18 Arkansas, 19 Tulane, 20 Arizona State, 21 Illinois, 22 FAU, 23 ODU, 24 CU, 25 FSU.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Alrighty, well that will conclude this committee meeting. We got one more on Friday night, so that will be the big one. Where I'm hoping we